All right, so after spending weeks embroiled in scandals, Harvard President Claudine Gay finally announced her resignation earlier today amid a growing number of plagiarism allegations, nearly 1 month after what was a disastrous testimony on anti-Semitism on Capitol Hill, what's going on Harvard's campus. She made the announcement in a pretty bitter letter that she shared with students and colleagues. No shock to me, but it should be shocking. She refused to apologize for all the disasters leading up to her resignation. No apology for her vile testimony before Congress on anti-Semitism or the allegations of rampant plagiarism throughout her academic career. Instead, she just resorted to the left's favorite talking point. Get used to it. You'll hear it all year long. She played the race card. Now, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, who pressed Claudine Gay during her testimony, celebrated the news, calling this resignation long overdue. And Congresswoman Stefanik joins us now with more. You really do. You expose something that it was a moment that you don't see often in Congress. 3 college presidents, 3 of the most prestigious universities that gave the most appalling answer when you were asking a simple question about anti-Semitism. I'm surprised it took the charge of plagiarism to make this happen. What's your take?
My take, Sean, is there is a reason that the testimony of the presidents of Harvard, Penn, and MIT made history as the most viewed testimony ever, with over 1 billion views. And that's because their testimony was morally bankrupt and pathetic. My question was very simple. It was a moral question. Does calling for the genocide of Jews ruin your school's code of conduct? Does go against your school's code of conduct? And every single one said it depended upon the context. We know it does not depend on the context. It should be condemned. It is not that difficult to say that, yet all 3 failed abysmally, and the world saw it. It is unacceptable that it took Harvard a month to demand the resignation of Claudine Gay. Penn made the right decision immediately, but this is after it was forced in front of the world to see. And I believe these university presidents sit atop these institutions that have rotted out and have institutionalized anti-Semitism, particularly after Hamas's terrorist attack against Israel in early October. We've seen Jewish students assaulted, physically harassed, and facing just vile attacks every single day.
Well, let me ask you this. If it didn't violate the code of conduct, and it depends on context, would they apply that standard? Would they have answered the question the same way if it was clearly something said that was racist, misogynist, xenophobic, transphobic? Would they have given you the same answer? I suspect the answer is no. They wouldn't say, well, it depends on the context.
They would not have. They would not have, Sean, and that's why it was so pathetic, and it was so clear for everyone who saw that how wrong that testimony was. And I will tell you, what you can't see in the video that has now been viewed over 1 billion times is there were Jewish students from each of those universities who were at that congressional hearing, and as I was listening to their responses to my question, the university presidents, Jewish students, you could see them shaking just of the abysmal lack of moral leadership. And then on top of this, you've seen just the shredding of academic integrity in Harvard's case, where it was very clear with this intense scrutiny that Claudine Gay was a plagiarist president, that she had plagiarized nearly 50 excerpts in her work, which is a very limited body of academic work when compared to other Harvard University presidents. And I say this as a Harvard graduate. I graduated from there from undergrad with honors, and I will tell you, students, if you plagiarized, you're expelled.
All right. Congresswoman, take a bow. I think that was one of the best moments that I've ever witnessed in terms of a congressman or woman out there, being able to literally stump college university presidents on what was a layup question. And they deserve to get fired. 2 down, 1 to go, in my opinion. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate it. Now,